Okay, so today we got an entrepreneur, a father. I should have said that first. Also, a technical analysis specialist, and somebody who I like to call a philanthropist. You know what I'm saying? A young philosopher. You know what I mean? We got my dog, veteran McKinney at G Code Conversations. Welcome, bro.
Yo, what's up, baby?
Yes, sir. I'm cool, bro. Man, first question I always like to ask my guests, bro, is where and how did you grow up?
Where I grew up, between from Pine Line to north side of St. Louis. We grew up po as shit. I'm talking like pork and beans for dinner, if that. Like ramen noodles, like this one girl asked me, she was like, we used to always party at my house. So I could dress. 7th, 8th grade came, I started feeling myself, and this girl broke up my house. She came back to school. She said, that was your house? She said, yeah. I said, yeah. She said, oh, I thought that was a vacant house. Because it had a board on it with the address. And I just could do that but laugh, but it's like, looking outside in, I could see that. Like, no, it was like, yeah, it was a funny looking house, but we used to have that mud lit. I grew up in a single parent home, no father. I got 4 sisters, all sisters, a lot of girls in my family. Yeah.
You the oldest or oldest?
The youngest.
The youngest out of all of them.
Yeah. That was cool. Crazy.
Did you stayed in Pine Line like your whole life?
Yeah, so my grandma stayed in Pine Line. We originally I was born on like the street Pine Line. Like, I wasn't born in the hospital, I was born on the street, like in the house. So I was actually born there. And then we'll go there for like weekends, weeks, months, electric bills go off, stay there for a while. So back and forth there my entire life.
Yeah. So how you got on my radar, bro? I seen one of my friends on Facebook, and she just used to share some of the shit you say a lot. So when she was sharing that, I see your name come across like my other social media profile. So it'll be like Instagram, Twitter, and I'll be like, man, get out of here. Why keep seeing this dude's name? You know what I'm saying? So then one of them days, man, it was just on my mind. Like, I'm like, let me see what bro is about. So I jump on and I look and I scan to see that you are, an entrepreneur of sorts. You know what I mean? You got your hands in many different things. So, like, before we get into what you do, actually explain to me, like, where your passion for entrepreneurship came from.
Shit, it came from we was broke. Like I said, like we was broke. If we didn't make it happen, it wouldn't happen. So when people see me dressing, like I was paying for that. From 6th grade all down, like 3rd grade, 4th grade, I was paying for that. Like so, it developed early. It was like if I had to get some money, I had to make it. You know what I'm saying? I had to decide between soda, chips, or clothes. When I made my money, I hustled up. So I started back in 3rd grade, 2nd grade. I was cutting grass. I was at the gas station pumping gas. I was selling candy out of shoebox at school. Like I was selling candy in shoeboxes. I put them up in the shoebox and get to rocking at lunchtime. You hear me? Making $60, $70 and then hold it. So you pull that out in all ones with a 20 on top, you good. You heard me? Like, it looked good. So I always wanted to like make some money. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was always a knack for me, a natural talent that I had, and it didn't really I didn't think of it as a talent until I got older. And I'm like, nah, it's pretty much a skill set. And I just wanted to like see what could, you know what I'm saying? Could I polish my skill? Which ways? And then that led me to entrepreneur. So I was naturally one.
So as a kid, you explained how you was just into those many different, small hustles as a kid. So leading up to maybe like your teenage years into your adult years, like what did you get into first? What do you think was like your true hustle?
Oh, okay. I started doing. Everybody know me from throwing parties and events. So when I was younger, I used to throw like high school parties and pack them out. I'm talking about, I'm a sophomore, you know what I'm saying? I come to a party, what really happened was I was a rapper. I failed at that. I did success at that time, but I failed and I accomplished enough. Somebody's like, I'm gonna pay you to host my party, cause your name popping. And I was like, all right, whatever that means, because I ain't getting your mic, but I'll come. He's like, no, just come. I'm going to pay you $300. And it's like, bet. Put my name on the flyer. I passed him out. My whole school showed up. He's like, let's do it again. I was like, all right. How, though? Like, how much I'm going to get this time? He's like, I'll split the dough with you. What that mean? He was like, okay, you take half. You put up everything we pay for rent, DJ, all that, and security. And I'm going to split the dough with you. How much we make at the end, you split. Say no more. I was like, cool. And everything was like, bam, packed it out. So we was getting the doughs right when I got paid every party I went to. And before that, I had never even been to a party. Like people, I be talking like I went to the Rio and stuff. I never went to them parties or none of that stuff until after I started throwing clubs and throwing parties. I've never been to one. My first time in a party, I got paid. Yeah, we had threw one at the, my first party was on Touch the Elegance on Page. With Fat Lucky. If y'all ever remember him, Fat Lucky STE. He had the green dreads, and we popped them up. But some of them parties, man, I started getting better. I'm talking about $2,000 every Friday, $4,000, $5,000 once a week. I hit all the way up to like $12K for one party. My biggest party did like 23,000. I'm talking about like we got the whole squad getting paid. Like everybody, we going to the mall getting shoes, chains, like them fake ass leather chains. Like they was expensive to us. Like I ain't know they had no value. Shit, you couldn't tell me I paid $1,200 for this motherfucker. Like, I don't know nothing about jewelry. So you know I was just being a dumbass kid, but we had fun though, and we made money from them parties and them events. But it came so easy. Like sometimes I get with my formula too fast. So now I try to be more silent, because I would tell people how to do it, what to do. Go to a venue. People like, you paying for that? Yeah, because you don't gotta pay up front. You go put a deposit down. So the bill's $1,200, but I don't gotta give them $200. The rest I'm make on the back end. Call security up. I don't gotta pay them till after the party. Call the DJ up. I ain't gotta pay them till after the party. I just gotta pay $200 for the venue, $50 for the flyer, and go. Everything else get paid when y'all show up. so I'll just go promote like it poppin'. So I just paid $200. I made 10 bands, paid out 2 in expenses, and walked away with 8.
That's crazy.
Like, so I wasn't really paying for it till after. But I started letting some people know, and then you have parties and like dudes forget the biggest step. He did everything and then order no security. You got 2,000 people in the venue with no security. Okay. Like, yeah, so like they started shutting down high school parties. 12-12, everything. We opened up 12-12. I don't know if the owner remember. Most of them remember. Some of them remember. That's how they reached out to us to do 12-12. The video I shot, they put it on the news and everything. Like, it was crazy, man. A lot of that stuff was crazy. That time of my life was probably special. VNT.
So did you, so that progressed into like booking artists for shows and stuff too, right?
Yeah, so exactly. That boom. We started doing smaller artists, Junior Boom Datas and stuff like that from Atlanta, you know, giving them all of us. We also started messing with Slim, Lucy Cannon or whatever. He's like, yo, you hot? I was like, yo, like people reach me out, they're like, yo, you gonna be like Slim? I'm like, who's that? It's like, yo, this dude made $1 million off one party. I'm like, straight, Google, straight, and then Lil Wayne, Trina, Nelly, everybody down in Houston. On one stage, Missy Elliott and them paying to get in. He really made $1 million on this or whatever. Fact check. Cool. I say, yo, help me get to where you at. He was like, you on your way. And we just like clicked up and be cool. So I just go on to him and try to watch as much I can learn. Like he took me and live on Sunday. I'm underage, you know what I'm saying? And live on Sunday. No drinking or nothing, but I'm just underage seeing the biggest stars in the world. We eating dinner with like Lil Wayne now. The people that pay Lil Wayne them, his managers and shit. We eating dinner, 2 Chainz and them coming up like, what up? Man, Chris Brown stopped Slim. Like, they ain't the other way around. He's like, why you acting fake, homie? What's up? Man, so he put me in some places around some people, and I seen money on different aspects. I seen some of them people who didn't have what they said. Some of the people who had more than what they said. Some people who you don't think got nothing got. What, the owner of the club, Mike, he's driving a rental like me. We got the same birthday. Oh, he's the 12th. We both Aries. We both, at that time, had a rental for like 6 or 7 months. So I'm like, I niggas act the same. Cause like, I'm like, this $400K a week. Live on Sunday. So like, yeah, it's crazy, bro. The people you did meet from jumping entrepreneurs. So like, I was like, man, you know And no way, I gotta pay myself. Them ain't gonna pay my work, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't even pay my own work.
Right.
Like, I can't afford me.
That's crazy. So have you ever had like a real job?
Hell yeah. Hey, don't get it twisted, y'all. Like, get that money. So sometimes, like I said, them parties start getting shut down. That's when it really happened. Them parties started getting shut down. And I was like, shit. So the parties wasn't happening fast enough. So working with Slim, I wasn't getting paid for that shit. That's just coming out of my pocket. So hustling up and working at Domino's, working at the movies, working at Six Flags paid you, boy. 8th grade, I was like, cool. Like, no, I always kept a job when I killed. I ain't stopped working. I stopped working from like 19 to 23. I ain't work. And then from 23 to 25, I worked. And then I haven't worked since then. Since I was like 25, 29 now, 26, something like that. I ain't worked in like 3 years. I'm 26.
So you explained that you used to be a rapper before. Like, how you get into that, and what made you say, man, I don't want to do this no more?
That's where my name Vet came from. It actually was the Vet. So, like I said, I used to hustle. I used to make money, so I used to hang with that older crowd. And then the lady was like, man, you like a little vet. Like, whatever we could do, I would be like half good at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be so bad. Like, probably be the worst hooper, but I changed that too. But like, anything we could do, I'm talking about, I'll play the games. I'll be smacking they for homies for money. I'm smacking they homies. Bet we can go shoot guns. I know how to shoot better than you. I'm smacking you, paintball. Now I'm gonna be better. Racing cars. I don't know how, but I'm gonna be able to drive. Like, so like the stuff that I was doing, they was like, yo, you're a little vet. You know, so that took his name to the Vet for real on MySpace and stuff. And I was rapping, but we were doing little shows, my people's them, it was my cousin them, through marriage. What happened with me was the business side. I'm always a business person. I went to one of them crazy little things where you go to the hotels and they say like, you gonna meet all these rappers and artists and stuff, and they got paid it. So we did it. And what happened was like the two dudes, my two cousins or whatever, their mama was the manager. So we was all selling CDs. They'll tell you, like, I'm selling the most CDs. I've always been a hustler. I sell the most CDs. We got split it 3 ways. Then we got split another 10% with your mama. Y'all whole household eating, I'm carrying weight. Peace, like, sorry Naya, like, I'm cool, y'all can have that. Like, I thought I was getting ganked. They wasn't ganking me. That was how the percentages work. But I just didn't know because I had nobody to guide me. So I was like, nah, I'm gonna do this on my own, bro. Like, cool, I'm gonna get under everything because y'all ain't pulling the work like me. I'm selling CDs. I'm selling 90 CDs, and y'all got 10 sold. But I gotta split everything. I just don't see how that works. But that's how it was right. They was right. I do apologize, but I had to grow as my own. So.
So I feel like hearing you talk, like I feel like your entrepreneurial spirit is driven by like the thrill of competition almost. You know what I mean? And like knowing what you do now, I guess we can get into it. You are a technical analysis specialist. Specifically, you are. I think it'll be safe to say you're a master in Forex. Explain to me like how you got into Forex.
Forex came when after Bitcoin, I had a run with Bitcoin, and then the Bitcoin became dangerous. If you know about Bitcoin, you know what it's for and how to use it. You got some of the smartest people in the world invested. These people are hackers too. So like one slip up, I had one person I was following, one slip up and your account's gone. So I didn't want to play with them type of people. Like, one dude I know, he worked at a tech company. He took 25,000, turned it to 5 million in 6 months. That was the path I was trying to run upon. I had some good success in it, you know what I'm saying? Some great success from more money I made in my whole life. So in a short amount of time frame. So I was like, I can relax and then find a way to make this money at a good pace, something similar, but with more security. So I was looking for more security, and Forex provided that security and stuff like that.
So getting into Forex, like I remember you explaining to me before, kind of off the record. You hit a low point in your life, and you kind of turned into Forex, and you kind of turned up.
Man.
After that, like what was that whole process like before you actually dug in? You know what I mean, explain that journey from when you hit that low to where you just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna turn my energy up."
It was kind of simultaneously happening. It was simultaneously happening. I was kind of getting into Forex as I was hitting that low and off that high of Bitcoin. So it was all simultaneously happening at the same time. And I was like I would give up, throw it on my computer, I'd give up. Like I would read stuff for 30 days straight, the same thing over, and it just wasn't retaining. You know what I'm saying? I just had to really push forward. I ended up taking some of my Bitcoin money and going over to London to just kind of sharpen up my skills. You know what I'm saying? That experience was like to see it real time, to see some of the traders I follow, watch them grow, watch them put in work, and watch them it just develop. I was just like, oh, this is serious. You know, like this is serious. So I started like really just doing a lot of research in it, man, and it was just like, it ain't gonna be easy. You know what I mean? Like it ain't gonna be easy, but it's gonna be worth it. So now, you know what I'm saying, to see anything come from it, it'd be amazing, you know, like, cause it's truly worth it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's dope.
So, go ahead.
So knowing you off camera, I picked up on certain characteristics. I feel like you are a leader. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you are somebody who other people can drop their ego and be able to follow because of how you approach